Okay, greetings, algebra. I'm back with the same equation that I was having you solve by graphing earlier. Do you remember what your solutions were? We're going to now find those solutions a different way. Another way to solve a quadratic equation is to use the square root method. So we are going to undo operations. I'm going to solve this for x. Now, y is going to be equal to 0. Again, we're looking for the x-intercepts. So we want to know when y is 0. We're going to get x by itself by undoing operations. First thing you want to do is add or subtract something to the other side. What can we add or subtract to the other side? We can bring the 9 over there. Add 9 to both sides. So now we have a 9 on this side equals x minus 2 squared. Now, if there is a number in front, like a 2 or a 5 or a 3 or a negative sign, we would get rid of that by multiplying or dividing it to the other side. Like if there's a negative sign in front of this, we would divide both sides by -1. If there was a 3 in front of this, we would divide both sides by that. Here, there's nothing there, so we're done. We don't have to do that step. Now we're going to take care of the exponents. How do we get rid of the squared? What method is this called? Square root method. We're going to take the square root of both sides. So when we take the square root on this right side, it's gone. We're just left with x minus 2. We don't even need it in parentheses anymore. That's gone. Square root of 9 is 3 and -3. So we write plus or minus 3 in front of that, just to show that we have two separate answers for the square root of 9. -3 and +3. And then what happens is you write two separate equations. X minus 2 equals the +3, and x minus 2 equals the -3. Then you solve each one of those equations. X minus 2 equals 3. Add 2 to both sides. What's x equal to? X equals 5. Bam, that's one of our answers. Add 2 to the other side. What do you get? X equals -1. Bam, there's our other answer. When you solve this by graphing, in the first video, you had to solve this by graphing. You went right 2, down 9, picked points on your graph, found your parabola, and saw where it crossed the x-axis. It's crossing the x-axis at 5 and at -1. So right here, and your parabola should have looked like this. Vertex over here at 2, -9. Those are the two answers. Okay, solving by square roots, you could solve by graphing. We have different methods to solve. I want you to solve this equation by using square roots. So you're solving using square roots. So undo operations. 0 equals -x plus 1 squared plus 4. Solve that using square roots. You should get the same answers that I gave you in the first video because we solved this one by graphing. But now I want to see square root style. So get the 4 on the other side, get rid of the 2, get rid of the negative sign, create two equations. Do it.